Shailene Woodley has a way of disappearing into her characters so completely, you almost forget you're watching a performance. She doesn't just act, she lives each role with so much emotion and truth that her characters feel like people. You know, born on November 15th, 1991, Shailene got her start in acting when she was just a child. But what makes her stand out isn't just that she started young. It's how quickly she earned the respect of critics and fans for the honesty she brings to every role. One of her most unforgettable performances came in The Fault in Our Stars. Shailene played Hazel Grace Lancaster, a teenager living with cancer who falls in love and finds meaning in the most unexpected places. It wasn't just another romantic drama, it was raw, emotional, and incredibly touching. Her chemistry with co-star Ansel Elgort made their story feel heartbreakingly real. The way she portrayed Hazel's strength, sarcasm, and vulnerability left a lasting mark on anyone who watched it. Her work in that film earned her multiple awards, including the MTV Movie Award for Best Female Performance and Best Kiss. But, more than the trophies, it was the way audiences connected with Hazel that showed just how powerful Shailene's acting can be. Then came the Divergent series, and everything changed again. As Tris Pryor, Shailene stepped into a world where society was divided into factions, and she didn't fit into any of them. Tris was strong, fearless, but also full of doubt and emotion, and Shailene captured all of that. The role turned her into an action star, but what really stood out was her ability to carry a massive franchise while still keeping the emotional core of the character intact. She won several Teen Choice Awards for the role, proving she could handle both blockbuster success and meaningful storytelling. Long before those iconic roles, Shailene made people sit up and pay attention with her performance in The Descendants. Acting alongside George Clooney, she played a rebellious teen dealing with the chaos of family secrets and personal loss. It was a heavy role, and she handled it with a quiet strength that critics couldn't ignore. She earned the Independent Spirit Award for Best Supporting Female, and even a Golden Globe nomination. That film was a turning point, not just because of the recognition, but because it showed she could hold her own with some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Shailene doesn't shy away from challenging roles. In Adrift, she played Tommy Oldham, a real-life woman stranded at sea after a hurricane. The physical and emotional demands of the role were enormous, yet she carried the entire film almost on her own. You could feel the fear, the desperation, and the love all at once. It was intense and heartbreaking, and it showed just how far she's willing to go to bring a story to life. In Snowden, she took on a completely different kind of role. Playing Lindsay Mills, the girlfriend of whistleblower Edward Snowden, Shailene added a personal, human layer to a story centered on politics and government secrets. The film stirred debate, but her performance was praised for bringing emotion and humanity to a very complicated subject. It was another reminder that she's not afraid to take risks and stretch herself as an actor. One of her most quietly powerful performances came in The Spectacular Now, where she played Amy Finecki, a high school girl who falls for a boy struggling with alcoholism and self-worth. There was nothing flashy about the role, but that's what made it so special. Shailene brought a gentle sadness and strength to Amy that felt so real. You couldn't help but feel for her. The performance earned her nominations for both the Gotham Award and the Independent Spirit Award, proving once again that she doesn't need special effects or a big budget set to leave an impression. And then there's Big Little Lies. On television, Shailene took things to another level as Jane Chapman, a single mom hiding a painful past. Acting alongside stars like Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman, she delivered a performance full of tension, quiet resilience, and emotional depth. The role earned her a Gracie Allen Award and an Emmy nomination. It also introduced her to a new audience who may not have seen her earlier work, and they were just as impressed. Even in lesser-known films like White Bird and A Blizzard and Endings, Beginnings, she brings a level of emotional honesty that's hard to look away from. Whether she's playing a teenager lost in grief or a woman navigating the messiness of adult relationships, she never phones it in. Every role feels like it means something to her, and that's part of what makes watching her so compelling. What sets Shailene apart isn't just her talent, it's her consistency. She brings her full self to every role, whether it's in a massive franchise or a small indie film. She chooses characters who challenge her, stories that matter, and roles that allow her to connect with people on a deeper level. That's not something every actor can do. It takes courage, awareness, and a lot of heart. Shailene Woodley's career is a collection of bold choices and unforgettable performances. She's not chasing fame, she's telling stories that move people. And as she continues to grow and take on new challenges, one thing's for sure, she's just getting started. If you've been moved by any of her performances or just appreciate actors who give their all, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe for more stories like this and share your favorite Shailene Woodley role in the comments.